Welcome to the Serial Designer. For those of you who are new to this channel, I'm architect Devanshi Choksi, and we come on every Tuesday and Friday sharing wonderful insights on design podcasts and informative videos like this one. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel and never miss another update from us. Now, the comment section has been finally activated, and the first video that I'm going to put out is this one, wherein I got a question as to how did one get their first client when it comes to interior design. So this is for interior designers and architecture students who are finding internships and they also want to pitch to their first client. So what we can do is that we can make a flowchart for whatever the steps I'm discussing. First, make a very strong portfolio. The link has been already attached to the description. I have already done a video on how a portfolio works. Now, step 2 is calling this portfolio your designer profile. Now, this is not more than 12 pages. It has to be very concise and compact. Second, you need to create an online presence. Now, by online presence, this means you have to get going on LinkedIn. You have to make a profile on Instagram. Now, make note, Instagram is not going to give you clients, but Instagram is a software which is extremely accessible by n number of people and of major age groups. So now what you need to do is break up your design portfolio and put it out there on Instagram as Instagram tiles. Make sure you can also do static posts, but make sure you post a picture of you as well. Why a picture of you as well? So when a person is seeing your Instagram profile, they also see you as a person there. Now your face on that photo, probably doing some work, probably talking to a contractor or talking to a client, or pitching or working on a laptop. You as a person, when you show yourself, it shows credibility. People are going to engage with you and relate with you more. Also, after checking your designer profile, what these typical firms do, they also do a background check, they also do check your Instagram profile. Third is networking. Now, what do I mean by networking? So there are two kinds of networking. One is what you do on Instagram. You need to follow design influencers, you need to follow design firms, you need to follow their work. There are a couple of people out there. DM them, DM them your designer profile along with your resume. Now, the second network which you need to activate is the network of your local estate agents, local contractors, local site supervisors, any under construction building which is there next to your house, any under construction commercial complex which is there, in your locality. You can always drop by and drop your visiting card. Now, making a visiting card is not something major. You get n number of templates on Canva. All you have to do is fill in your details and print it out. Print out 10 to 15 at first. Give it to local estate agents, networks, and also under construction sites, supervisors, contractors, and as many people as you can find locally. Also, you can include a few vendors if you know them. Now, step 4 is do some non-profit work. Now, this is a little tricky, but if you are in contact with any of the site supervisors or any of the buildings, next to your house, within your locality, what you can do is go on site. You can also go to commercial shops which are always under construction in the locality. You can go to them, walk up to them, talk to the supervisor, ask them if they need any help, because you are a person who's already locally there and available on that particular site. So you can ask, you can do, so you what you can do is you can do some non-profit work for them, so that it's a win-win situation. In this process, there are two benefits. First, you get to photograph the site and photograph you within the site, which you will also need in your designer profile and your Instagram profile. Second, you will gain some experience out of it, and talking to the contractor, working on site, seeing how the site works, you will also gain some knowledge. Now, step 4, after your Instagram profile and your designer profile is ready, make a link. You can use Linktree. You can also make a WhatsApp message which consists of the link and your designer profile as well. Now, what you have to do is broadcast this to as many people as you know. They may not be or may be in your niche. You just need to broadcast them. Do not shy away from sending it to contractors, estate agents, your friends, family, relatives. Anyone you know needs to know that you are out there for business. This process is a typically slower process. You do not expect heavy returns, but at the same time, there is this one subconscious thing that you're putting in someone's psychology that you are there for business. These community groups, the community designer groups, student groups, college groups, and your Facebook groups. All these groups somewhere down the line are all readable. There are a lot of people accessing these groups. All you have to do is just put down your profile there. Now, meanwhile, while you are trying to get your first client, what you can do is attend any design competition, attend any industry seminars, attend any industry meetups. Say for example, ACE exhibition or some kind of stationery exhibition. What you need to do is you will find such people who are like-minded as you there. So you can always try and connect to them. How do you connect to them? Give them your card. Your card is something which people will always be accessible to. Now, your card is something how people will be able to connect to you. Don't shy away from giving as many cards as possible. Also, you can also make a small pamphlet for yourself wherein you have written a few things about yourself, and you have a front and back copy of the work you do, and drop in at the under construction sites as well. So I post OC when clients want to procure their property. They are always in need of interior designers which are locally available to them. So now, while this process is going to take a while, what you need to do is brush your communication skills up. Your communication skills are very important. Why? Because first thing, you will have to deal with the clients. Second thing, follow Instagram influencers, follow design influencers, follow design professionals as to how they are doing their work. See a few design podcasts, understand how the business works. Because see, when you get your first client, you will have a lot of challenges. So get that knowledge up. In your mind, you should be clear as to what is the next step in action which you need to take when you finally pitch to that client.